Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Bethany, obviously, and I want to start off by saying that I haven't posted in a few weeks, and there's lots of reasons why. It's not on purpose, trust me, but it has been very difficult. But here I am filming, and it feels great. I want to say welcome to the family, to all of my new subscribers, all of you guys who have joined the family here lately. I just want to say welcome to my channel. I hope that you've been, going back, looking at some older content and things I've put out in the past, because I know I haven't been posting in the past few weeks, like I said. But don't worry, I'm back. But it has been not only life that has been, I think I've talked to you guys in the past about how YouTube is the last thing on my plate. You know what I'm saying? It's like dessert. So if I don't eat my vegetables and eat everything else and finish everything else I need to do, then that's what kind of falls off. And that'll lead into a whole rabbit trail of my mental health and where I am in that journey for myself. And honestly, guys, what a coincidence that it is Mental Health Awareness Week this week, as I'm posting this on a Sunday. This is Mental Health Awareness Week, so it kind of just all falls in line. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to obviously do my hair, and I'm just going to do a voiceover talking not only just about my hair, but also about my journey with mental health and what I've been learning, what I've been doing, the help that I've been setting myself up for, and just that journey. Because I feel with social media and especially Instagram and even here on YouTube, things look so pretty and so perfect. But if you could see the other side of this room, if you could see the reality of what it actually looks like, what people's lives are actually like, that's not what it is. It's not what it is. It's not what it is, not what it is. Okay? It's just not. And I want to contribute to the realness, and I want to give a perspective to you guys that is relatable and real, and giving whatever help I can offer based on what I've learned in my experience. But I mean, guys, I have been one to look at other people's lives and say wow, they really have their ish together. They have it together. And, now I'm just they probably don't have it together, because people think I have it together and I absolutely do not. And so I'm kind of trying to unglamorize how my life looks while also still serving the aesthetic and the vibes and everything. I'm trying to figure out how to do that in a very real way. So anyways, I'll back up off that. I'm going to be doing my hair. I already put, I'll have to put it up on the screen, but I use the Shea Moisture apple cider vinegar and something leave-in conditioner, and I put it in my hair in the shower. I love this leave-in conditioner. I've used it a few times. I've used it on my own and just let my hair dry. No Denman brush, no nothing, and it has just looked so good. Not so good, but acceptable to go in public. My hair still looks good, so I really do love this leave-in. That's what I have in my hair. And I'll be sharing with you guys everything else that I use to style my hair. So we'll keep talking about it. But yeah, okay guys, I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to have my AirPod in. I'm sorry if it annoys you, but I just like to listen to stuff in my AirPods. So I'm sorry if it bothers you. Hey guys, so it's the next morning and I'm actually recording this. This is the first thing that I'm recording, that I'm saying, the first words that I'm saying today. And so, sorry if my voice sounds a little groggy, but I really just want to talk to you guys, because I've been definitely going through some phases and changes and realizations in my life, and I don't want to leave you guys out of it. I want to kind of bring you guys along the process in the healthiest way for me. By the way, I'm just sectioning off a part of my hair to start applying more product to it. Like I said, I already have a leave-in conditioner, so I'm just using this brush from Be Hairful, and I do show it to you guys later, but I really like it. It took some time for me to get used to it. I'm also using the Curlsmith Bouncy Strength Volume Foam. I actually had to buy a new one because I ran out, and so that was my empty and my new one. And I'm just applying this to my hair. But you guys, I just really want to talk about, I guess me, starting from me as a child, a very energetic, bubbly, very outgoing child, and that was always my personality. I was never afraid to speak in front of people. I was never afraid to kind of be in the forefront of any situation. Very passionate about my faith in God from a young age, and that's something that I'm thankful that my parents, they never pushed it on me, but they definitely allowed me to shine in it. I'm using the Curlsmith Aqua Shape Up Aqua Gel, just to put over each section. So growing up, like I said, I grew up in church, a PK, and I had no types of resentment. I understood that it meant a lot of sacrifice, but it was still, everything was good, Fast forward, I was in a long distance relationship. I was in other relationships, kind of smaller, less meaningful relationships, I would say. And then I was in some situations that I just shouldn't have been in. And I'm not really going to get into that. But I did meet Daniel, not meet him, because I kind of knew him forever, but we kind of started talking as friends and hitting it off around the time that I had just turned 16 years old. Yeah. And then from that time on, I think we started dating after a few months of, just being friends. We started dating, and we dated long distance. He lived in Virginia. I lived in Ohio for a while. And then long story short, we got married when I was 20 and he was 22. And so just really thinking about getting married so young, I think that the thing for me is that getting married, I've always been kind of this hopeless romantic, and getting married is what I always wanted to do. And be a mom and, all the things. So, I had a very, very traditional kind of sense of what I wanted my future to look like. Although I wasn't a very traditional person, it wasn't because that was the traditional way. It was because that's legit what I wanted. It wasn't really about any type of cultural standards. That is legit what I wanted. And I was never afraid to go against the grain when I wanted to or needed to. But in this case, this is just what I wanted to do. By the way, I'm using this brush to smooth each section. Do you guys see how the curls just spring forth, if you will? It can be kind of hard to control at first, the brush, because sometimes it kind of I don't know. It's just weird. It separates my hair in a weird way if there's not enough product. So just kind of if you get this brush, I think you'll really like it, but you might not like it the very first time you use it. So it may take some getting used to. At least that's what happened for me. But fast forward back into what I was saying. Rewind. I don't even know. But yeah, so that's kind of the life that I wanted. And I guess that getting married was definitely a huge, a reality check for me. I always just felt whatever I put my mind to do, I could do. It was just never going to be, there was never going to be something that was going to be super hard for me. I figured I could just figure everything out. And with God's help as well, we'll be fine. I just thought I was made to do this. And I think that moving to Virginia and becoming a wife, I quite frankly, just wasn't very good at it. It just wasn't something that just came easy to me, as far as cooking and cleaning and laundry and keeping everything together and straightening up, and that stuff is stuff that has never come natural to me. And the way I grew up, a lot of it was done for me, and it's not that I wasn't taught how to do it, it's just that I had a hard time just doing it, and I think this caused a lot of frustration and pain, I think, for me, because that's kind of was my goal, of what I wanted to be and do, and then to realize that I'm not good at it. And growing up, I was good at so many different things, and if I wasn't good at something, I would just stop doing it. But I couldn't just stop being a wife. I love my husband. It wasn't anything specific about him or our relationship. It was just I wasn't fulfilling like this role that I felt like I should be fulfilling. So, after, a couple years of just being the worst homekeeper ever, I just mean like when I look back at pictures, like selfie mirror pictures of me in my room in our old house when we first got married, it's just an embarrassment. It's like, do you not know how to pick clothes up off the floor? Like, do you not, like, I look back and I'm just like, what is wrong with this person? Like, how could you live like that, It's really disturbing, to be honest. And I honestly, like, God has really helped me come so far. Like, the Holy Spirit has been like that reminder. God really helped me to really improve and, the skills that I needed to just be successful at doing what I do. It would be like, being a mom, a wife, all that stuff. Because once I had my daughter, it just got harder, obviously, because if you have no skills already, then you're just going to have more problems, sis, which I did. So, I really had to just start, especially after having my son. I think it started a little before that, but after having my son, I really started walking on this journey a couple years ago. I was in a mentorship program at my church, and I was being mentored for a year, just specifically about specific things that were in the program. And this really helped me with my mindset. It really helped me realize that, like, I can do this, I learned a lot about the brain's ability to change, and which is neuroplasticity, which I had this inkling and feeling that my brain just didn't work like other people's. Like, there's just no way. Like, there's basically thinking that something was wrong with me for so long. And not really, I guess, really being able to put my finger on what it was. But I just knew, like, I've seen other people operate in the way they function. And, like, why can't I be like that? Like, I've seen my friends just, like, they clean in such a simple, effortless, kind of like straight to the point way. And it looks so simple, fast, and easy. But like when I like, it's not like that for me at all. And it would make me so sad, upset, angry, frustrated, just so depressed in a way, to feel like I was just trapped in the situation. And mind you, I'm the type of person that really likes things to be a certain way. I like things to be clean. I like things, like, it bothers me when it's not, but it's also like I couldn't wrap my mind around, like, how to get there. Like, it's just the weirdest thing. It's so difficult to explain, and it sounds kind of dumb sometimes, but I don't want to put the label of sounding dumb on it, because that is like one of like the stigmas of like mental health, and like, oh, that just sounds dumb. Like, so I don't want to put myself down in that way. But at the time, that is how I felt. And so, I realized that as a kid, I actually struggled a lot with, ADHD. But as a Christian, I definitely kind of just pushed it off. And I feel like that's something that, I don't know, I just feel like it's something that I did in general, when it came to things that were negative. I was just like, I'm not going to claim those things for myself. I'm not going to allow those things to be like, to define me or be part of who I am. And so I would just kind of like say, no, I don't have that. And like, I'm not going to speak that over myself. And so I kind of just dismissed the ADHD stuff like earlier on in my life. I knew that I struggled with those symptoms. I used to take like some all natural type of like focused things for school, that my mom would give me, because my mom's really into like natural supplements and things like that. So, and I have a close family member who was medicated for ADHD, and it just didn't work out well. It wasn't a good experience. And so we never went that route, and we kind of just covered it in the blood of Jesus and kept it moving. And I think that it wasn't until recently that I realized that those symptoms have still been there in some different ways, and that they have been there in a lot of ways. What am I talking about? Those symptoms have basically been an underlying factor in my entire life of me being like seemingly incapable of doing like the simple things that I want to do that need to be done, and focusing, and like, what was I just talking about? What was I just doing? Like, just making me feel like something was literally wrong with me. And so now that I'm at the point in my life I feel like I need my life to be going at a different pace. I've made so much progress on my own, and with God's help, and I'm so thankful about that, because it was so much worse. And I never knew how much worse it was until I looked back, like I said, at pictures and just even old journals, and realizing like I was just so all over the place. But I feel now that I want a specific type of life for myself. I want an organized life. I want my brain to be able to clearly know like what it's talking about, what it's thinking about. Even now, like I don't even know exactly what I'm trying to say right now, but I know. But like I'm not putting these words together right. You know what I'm saying? And I think that this just shows that even during times where like I'm speaking at church in front of people or in front of youth, like that is all God, because I can barely get my thoughts together sometimes in a conversation. You know, I don't want to have a conversation with my husband or my kids and be zoned out and then come back and try to pretend I know what they're talking about. Like I want something different for myself and my future. So long story short, guys, I am definitely going to be going to a real psychologist to be officially diagnosed as an adult, because I don't know what the diagnosis situation was like when I was a kid. I just know that I dealt with it in some way. And what I want to do is kind of like allow that to be a period of understanding that is something different in my brain. I'm pretty much 99% sure. And like I said, I think I was diagnosed early on as a kid, but I just want to like, I guess, confirm that. And I'm not looking into like medication or anything like that at this point. I really just want to have some support and help. We're already here, guys. I'm sorry that my hair's dry now. I know, if you guys have questions about what I'm doing with my hair, just ask me down below. But look at these curls. They're so juicy and shiny. Like, this product combination is amazing. With the brush, it just looks so good. So I was really happy with it. But I'm going to separate the curls now and hope I have time to talk about this. I'm using the Finola Nourishing oil. Okay, guys. So definitely therapy, you know what I mean? And I think that there's a stigma around mental health. There's a stigma around therapy, but I believe that it is necessary, and I've seen it help a lot of people, and I've never personally done it. And this is the journey that I'm embarking on, literally starting, this week. And so I want everyone to understand that, like, if there's something different about you, if there's something that doesn't seem to click, if there's something that is very hard for you, just understand and know that, like, you are not the only one, and that you don't have to stay stuck in that situation. You can at least have someone that you can talk to openly who can let you know, like, no, you're not dumb, you're not stupid, you're not incapable, you're not worthless, these are all ways that I felt, as a wife, as a mother. Like, what's the point of me even doing any of this if I'm going to be bad at it, and to you guys, it probably just looks like I'm so good at everything, like, oh, wow, she's a wife and she's a mom and this and that. But like, this is an everyday, like, uphill battle for me to just be good at my own life. I feel like I have imposter syndrome in my own life. Like, how did I get here? Who let me do this? Because I'm not doing a great job, and I believe that I do have a strong mind. I don't allow things to bog me down for too long. And I have a will that wants to rise above every situation. And so I fight that. Every day. I don't, just sit around and cry all day. That's not really my personality type. And I like to overcome things. And so you may see me as a strong person, and I am a strong person. For those of you all who know me, but strong people go through things, and a lot of times they hide things that they are afraid to show to other people. That is a weaker side. It's hard to be vulnerable sometimes. But I think that this is important, especially at this time in the world. Social media is literally like the effects of it is like a disease, the way that it affects people's minds and their self-esteem and their mental health. And I think that we have to have strong minds in order to live in a socially mediated world. Like, we have to have strong minds, and I am thankful for, you know, the influence of the church in my life, in my relationship with God, for helping me to have like a strong and sound mind, because that has been, I guess, like my foundation, and helps keep me rooted through all of these things, because I know that with God all things are possible. But without God, it would have been game over for me, because nothing would have mattered, you know? Like, that's just the truth, you know? And like I said, I know there's some of you who are going through different things and that seem difficult. Don't give up hope. Just figure out what you need to do to get that help. For me, this is something I've been thinking about therapy for probably 2 years. And I haven't even made the appointment yet. Like, I found the place, but I haven't made the appointment. So I'm still like one step away. And I think these are some of like the ADHD things that present themselves. It's like something that I know I want to do and that I plan to do. I have the place, I have the number. Why haven't you called? Like, you found this place like 2 weeks ago. Like, it's just things like that just, I don't really have a real answer for that. I honestly don't. Like, I don't know. But I'm going to force myself to definitely do it tomorrow morning. Or if I can do it online, I'll do it today, with it being Sunday. But I want you guys to know that I'm going to be open about this journey in the most healthy way that I can be for myself, as I overcome certain challenges and things, because I want you guys to know that if you are naturally, if you have ADHD, or even if you don't, if you're just naturally disorganized, life always seems like it's happening to you and you don't have control of it, and you feel like, you know, you just feel like you're just living with no real direction, because it's just too much for your brain to kind of just like put together, like, and like organize your life, like, and think through things clearly. Like, I know I'm doing the voiceover, but I had to step in here and just say, like, you guys, look at this hair. Like, is it even real? Is it growing out my head right now? Like, I'm so happy with it. Oh my gosh. You guys, Curlsmith never disappoints. They never disappoint. I've said this before on my Instagram. I have never tried a product from Curlsmith that I have not liked. And that never happens. Like, I can think of maybe one other brand that's true. Like, this is my... I'm gonna cry, because I've literally been wearing my hair in like buns and stuff for like 2 weeks. So this feels really good. Okay, back to the voiceover. Like, I understand, first of all, and I'm on that journey with you. Take this journey with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, if that's what you need to do, take this journey with me. And I think it's so much more common than people really know. And so I know I talked for a long time, and I don't even know how many of you guys listen this far. But that's just where I'm going to leave it for now. And this is part of the reason that I haven't posted in a while, because this has been something that has been dawning on me. And I've been trying to put the pieces of the other part of my life together. Like, I'm trying to, like, okay, let me clean this space. Like, I clean one space, and then another space is like totally destroyed. And it's like, how can I make a YouTube video when, like, my family room or my kitchen or my whatever, like, the bathrooms aren't clean? Like, it just doesn't feel right, you know? And I think, like, those are the things that I really struggle with, because I just spend my life doing things that I should be doing while getting distracted in between with like dumb stuff, and then the stuff that I actually want to do, like, I never really get to it, and I feel guilty either way. So it's just bad, you know. I just gotta really get it together, because this doesn't work. So anyways, guys, that's it for this. I don't want to go on any longer. I'm going to go ahead and close out the video, finishing talking about my hair and how amazing it turned out. And yeah, I will talk to you guys in a minute. Wow, you guys. Wow is all I can say. I am so happy that my hair turned out good. I told you guys I haven't had my curls out and flourishing in a couple weeks, it feels like. Which I'm sure after hearing everything I've had to say in this video probably makes a lot of sense to you now. So yeah. I am just over the moon. And then like my hair color, I'm really loving how it looks as well. I actually use this shampoo, like this blue shampoo by Fanola. They sent it to me and it like tones down the orange brassy tones. And it's like purple shampoo, but it's more for like darker hair, not as like light as like blonde. And it really did help tone down the color of my hair so it's not so orange. I actually have a video in my phone. I'll show you guys of what it looked like when it was like more orange. I plan on turning it to a reel, but like there's so many reels that I've started and haven't finished them, which is crazy. This brush I really love, the Be Hairful. I got sent this brush a while ago and I was like, I told them, I was like, guys, I know you guys sent it to me, but I'm not sure if this is working for me. Like, I just felt like my hair was so frizzy. Like, I felt like there was a learning curve with this brush. And now that I'm using it the way I used it today, like my hair, like it just gives a different vibe than the Denman in a way. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know if it's that they're like springier. They just clump differently than the Denman clumps my hair. And I really do like how it looks. It gives it a super juicy look with still being like kind of natural. So I really like that brush. I recommend it. It has like boar bristles and like these plastic bristles. It's different. It's definitely different. But yeah, I like it. So I'm happy with how my hair turned out. You guys know how it is. Like when your hair turns out good, you're like, I can literally conquer the world today and tomorrow and the next day until I have to wash my hair again. But this was a good combination. I love this combination even more with the Curlsmith, what's it called? Oh, come on, Beth. What's the name of this product? I freaking hate when I can't remember stuff. I have to look this up. The In-Shower Style Fixer. Come on, Beth. All right, so I really like pairing the Bouncy Strength Volume Foam, which obviously it gave me volume. Like, look at my hair. This is day one. Like, are you kidding me? Like, okay, so that with the In-Shower Style Fixer, I'm like out of that because I only had like a small size that they sent me, but I'm going to purchase the big one from Ulta. If you want Curlsmith products, definitely buy them at Ulta because if you have a coupon for like $2.50, $3.50 off, or if you have points, you can use them to get money off. So when I bought the foam, which was like originally $27, I only paid like $14 because I had like points and stuff. So it makes sense for me, at least, if I'm going to buy Curlsmith products, to buy them at Ulta rather than from the Curlsmith website. So that's just a tip for you guys because I know they're a little bit more pricey, but their products are so good. Like, they're just good. Okay, they're just good. Like, I wish they would sell them like in Target and stuff, so it'd be a little bit easier to get them. But Ulta's great. Go in there, get what you need. Love it. That's pretty much it for this video, guys. I just wanted to sit down with you guys, catch up a little bit, let you guys know where I am and what's going on in my life. I want to contribute to the solution and not the problem on the internet, on social media, you know, and I want to, if I'm going to influence you guys in some way, I want to influence you guys in a positive way. And I don't want to give you guys like this false sense of reality that doesn't really exist. And I don't even know if I was doing that or not, but I know even with some things that people have said to me in person or like have assumed about me that I have it all together, this, that, like I don't want you guys thinking that any longer because it's just simply not true. I'm not perfect. Every day is not a good hair day. Every day is not a good mental day. Every day is not productive as I would want it to be. Every day I don't feel like a good mom. Like, there's so many struggles, but I want to be able to take you guys along the journey of me overcoming those struggles so that you can be empowered to overcome the struggles that you have in your life and in your mind. And all I can say is that without God's guidance and help, the Holy Spirit helping me along the way, I literally would not be able to even be here right now. I would not be able to be handling life, it would be too much for me to bear. But I'm just so thankful that I have Jesus. Like, you know, stay encouraged. You know, if you guys just think of me randomly, not that you would ever do that, but if you do, you know, comment on Instagram, comment on here, and just remind me, like, you know, Beth, you can do this. We want to see you post this week. Don't let us down. Because I know sometimes you forget, Beth. No, seriously though, every Sunday I'm literally stressed because I'm just like, I'm supposed to be posting today and I'm not. And I have to tell myself, Bethany, if the video is not done and it's Sunday already, you need to calm down because it's not happening and you just need to keep it moving. So that's what I've had to do. But it's Saturday night. It is currently 10:57 and this video is going out tomorrow. Whether I want to do it or not, I will be doing it. So I'm going to edit it right now and it will be seeing the interweb tomorrow. So I love you guys so much and I'll see you in my next video.